But we begin with the battle over a Bartlesville icon, the Price Tower. I'm Carol Morrison. Glad to have you with me tonight.
I'm 2 News Oklahoma's Brody Myers outside Bartlesville's Price Tower. It is definitely closed. Call for assistance, the sign says. But when I called people embroiled in the latest lawsuit, I found mum's the word.
You know, the first thing I did was try and position it on the page so that I still have some room for some sky above the tower and a little room for ground below it, so it fills the page nicely.
Fred Schmidt wanted to sketch it at its best. He fears Lloyd Wright's only skyscraper will fall from grace.
There's so much detail, you know, there's so much little stuff going on in the building.
Fitting for what has become of the controversy of the tower. Its owners are suing the Lloyd Wright Conservancy and the Price Tower Board to quiet the title. Back in April, people spotted moving trucks taking artifacts away from the tower. Ever since then, the owners have been at odds with the Conservancy and the board. The tower's been closed for 2 months.
Well, I hope it doesn't mean that it's going to start deteriorating. I mean, that would be the worst thing, is that someone doesn't step up to the plate and come in and assume ownership of it.
Hi, this is Brody Myers from Channel 2. I called everyone involved in the lawsuit. I left a message with the owner's attorney. They did not return my call. I called the Conservancy, and I called Brad Dunges, a prominent Bartlesville car dealer. As president of the board, his signature is on the deed that sold the building for $10. Dunges just returned my call and said he didn't want to comment on legal matters. As for the Lloyd Wright Conservancy, they sent me this written statement. It says, in part, they were prepared to settle the dispute out of court. It accuses the owners of using those negotiations to buy time while they prepared their own suit. Fred Schmidt, the sketch artist, he's an award-winning architect. In fact, he was the lead architect on the Oklahoma State Capitol's dome. He used to take architecture students on field trips around green country.
And this was one of the stops. We wanted them to see this fantastic piece of architecture by Lloyd Wright. So it's a special building.
We know you've got comments and questions on the Price Tower situation, and we're listening. Just go to kjrh.com and click on Contact Us. Reporting in Bartlesville, Brody Myers, 2 News, Oklahoma.